5 carotid cough sounds. Really the only ones you're listening for is the emergence of the first tapping sound that you're listening for. So this one you guys are going to have to be extra quiet for because it's not super loud. And what we're listening for are the tapping sounds. Again, the tapping sounds are going to be turbulence that you're going to hear. And the emergence of the first tapping sound that you're going to hear is the top of systolic. And then the absence of any sound is going to be the beginning of or the end of diastolic. So you've inflated the cuff above systolic. Again, assuming 120. That's what you're hearing. Again, turbulent sounds. More of a whooshing sound. Less prominent. Right there was the end of it. That, at that point, right at 68 millimeters of mercury, is when the vessel is finally fully open, and that cuff is not exerting enough pressure to cause any turbulence. At this point, it's smooth, turbulent flow, so the blood flow at that point is unobstructed. So that gives you an idea of those sounds. I don't know what else this is. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's just a sound sonogram of this. Different waves taking place here. So this is going to describe the carotid cough sounds for you. You see the first, second, third phase, fourth phase, and then fifth phase. Your measurement of your heart rate should be easy. Just find a pulse, measure. If you want to know how to do that, you do 10, measure how many beats you hear in 10, times that by 6. You want to do 15, times that by 4. If you want to wait the whole 60 seconds, sure, do that. And then you'll see how to measure the blood pressure. And then what you guys are going to be doing in our supine standing, supine meaning you're going to be laying down on the table. You're going to be standing, so I'm going to have you do orthostatic hypotension. So you're going to lay down, do a blood pressure, and then after a couple minutes you're going to stand up and measure a blood pressure again. Once you do that, then you're just going to stand after about 3 minutes and then see if there's any change in the blood pressure. And then the other one's isometric exercise. So isometric exercise, we could just do that one. And the isometric exercise, basically all you're doing is contracting. You're doing mock bicep curls on the other hand. That's all you're doing. And so just squeeze your hand on that other side and see if there's going to be any changes to your exercise, to your blood pressure. If you really want to magnify the response, have somebody do like an air squat and hold it and watch their blood pressure rise. The other one for the submaximal stare test, don't worry about that. I'm not going to have you guys running around on these stairs or anything. You just guys have to do blood pressures. See if you can do blood pressures for males and females, because then we can see the differences between those. Make sure you do your male measurements separately, your female measurements separately. Why are we doing this? I know I mentioned this before, but you'd be surprised the number of people that actually have not done blood pressures. Like I said before, when I taught first year med school, we did the cardiorespiratory. I always picked the one that always wore the stethoscope around their neck, and they always wore them all the time. And naturally, since I said you already have your own stethoscope, you're going to be the ones that are doing blood pressures, and they're the ones that whispered up to me when they were doing the test. We would do the cardiopulmonary exercise test. They come up and whisper and say, "I have no idea how to take blood pressure." So it's kind of crazy to think that people are going to medical school and have never had that done before, never been exposed to it. So at least this is your chance to do it. If you already know how to do blood pressures, sure, go ahead and do it with your group, but show them how to do it. Give everybody else a chance to also be able to do blood pressures as well. So that way you can audibly hear the sounds as well. So you guys can be the leaders amongst your group. Good luck.